Hello. It is a big step toward economic recovery in downtown San Francisco. The Salesforce Dreamforce Conference, it returns to the city in person tomorrow for the first time since the start of the pandemic. Moscone Center has been completely transformed. 40,000 people are expected to attend the conference in person, which means a huge boost in business for hotels and restaurants. But in the wake of break-ins and robberies, organizers are warning attendees to be aware of their surroundings. They're even being told to take off their badges when they're out and about. The CEO of San Francisco-based Prologis knows about the city's crime all too well. He was robbed at gunpoint outside of his own home in San Francisco in broad daylight. He told me it is now time to shine a light on the city's crime problem and its solutions.
This is a gang that does this all the time, and they had targeted me from the parking lot.
And they had followed Hamid Moghadam to his home in San Francisco in broad daylight.
A car just rushed by, stopped right next to me, and two guys jumped out with guns pointed at my face. It just happened so quickly, honestly, that I didn't have time to get scared.
What were they after? His watch, and they got it, and then got away. Moghadam wasn't harmed, but you might say he was left broken-hearted of sorts.
This city has a special place for us because we started our business here. So she's working on the
He started Prologis 4 decades ago, turning into a multi-billion-dollar real estate empire with offices around the world. He wanted to do this interview because on top of this serious rise in crime, he has another concern, his employees' safety, and the concern other companies may decide to leave or not set up shop here in San Francisco.
When this happened, I said, okay, somebody's got to get up and actually say enough is enough. And I decided to do that.
So you spoke up?
Yes.
What happened?
I heard back from actually the governor by email right away, like within a couple of hours, obviously expressing concern. And the mayor called.
Moghadam said everybody is concerned but stuck on how to solve this problem.
I get all kinds of San Francisco jokes when I go travel the world. It's almost embarrassing, and that's the perception. That affects tourism. That has already affected in a big way convention business. This was a very popular spot. A lot of jobs are involved, and once you go over the tipping point in these kinds of situations, it becomes very, very difficult to get it back.
How close do you think that we are to not getting it back?
Pretty close. I don't like saying that, but I mean, that's the honest goodness truth.
So let's move this forward. How does the city address the crime? Earlier today, I talked to District Attorney Brooke Jenkins. She says it's all about focusing on repeat offenders and getting the message out that San Francisco is getting tough on crime.
As we continue to do this work by filing motions to detain very serious and violent offenders, as we, again, make plea offers that are more commensurate with the actual behavior that's been committed, I hope that that word spreads across this city that, again, this isn't the place to come. You can't leave Santa Clara or Oakland or San Mateo and come to San Francisco and get away with crime. And so I think it's going to take some patience, of course, but I think already the tone is much different. The other thing is really partnering with SFPD to make sure that we are jointly working very hard to address the more problematic areas in the city. We can't have our downtown be flooded with crime. We just can't. That's where most of our tourist engagement is, where our conventions are, and so we need to be making sure that we're making strategic decisions to address certain bad pocket areas very publicly.
We thank her for talking to us. She had about a 10-minute window to talk to us today. That's how busy she is right now. And she is running to retain her seat in November. Her challengers include civil rights attorney Joe Alioto Veronese and DA John Hamasaki.